Good morning, students. I Bhagya NP, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Today, I am going to teach you in the Module 1 Energy Storage System. So, objective of this today's session is Introduction of Battery, Definitions and Types of Battery, Construction, Working, Applications of Nickel Metal Hydride Battery. So, let us move on to the introduction of battery. So what is that battery? So battery means it consists of n number of cells. So we all know cell. Cell means it consists of two electrodes. So in the battery, so since it is consists of n number of cells, all the cells are joined either in a series or parallel ways. So the components of battery is it consists of anode, cathode, electrolyte and separator. Then, what do you mean by battery? So, the battery means it is also an electrochemical cell, and in the battery, so there is a always conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy during discharging and charging process. Then, how many types of batteries are there? So, there are three types of batteries. One is primary, secondary, and reserve batteries. What do you mean by primary batteries? Primary batteries means which cannot be rechargeable. So example for that is dry cell and zinc air cell. So in the daily life we are using even primary battery also. Example wall clock, watch shell. So those are all belongs to the primary batteries. Secondary batteries means the battery which can be rechargeable. Example lead acid battery, nickel metal hydride battery, lithium ion battery. So in the daily life, we are using mobile battery. So mobile battery is also secondary battery. And the third type is reserve battery. So reserve battery means in this reserve battery, the active material. So in the batteries, active material is electrolyte. So that active material is kept separately or isolated from the battery. So whenever the battery is required, so we have to brought that active material into a contact with the battery. So in that way, so we can make that battery active. So those kind of batteries, we call it as a reserve battery. And these kind of batteries are mainly used in a military applications and space applications. So example for these batteries are magnesium water activated batteries, zinc silver oxide batteries. So now we are move on to the nickel metal hydride battery. So this nickel metal hydride battery, it is belongs to secondary battery means which can be rechargeable. So in this battery, let's starts with the construction of the battery. So the construction of the battery is like this. So what are the components or what are the composition present in the nickel metal hydride battery? So the composition of nickel metal hydride battery is the reactive species at anode is metal hydride. Reactive species at cathode is nickel oxyhydroxide. Electrolyte is 6 molar KOH. Separator is polypropylene. Output voltage is 1.35 volt. So now you may ask, what do you mean by reactive species at anode? So reactive species means which really involved in the chemical reactions. So that we call it as reactive species. So next we'll move on to the construction. So this nickel metal hydride battery, it is consist of two compartments. One is anode, other one is cathode. So both the compartments are made up of nickel grid and the grid is filled with the respective active material. So anodic active material is, as I said earlier, it is metal hydride. Cathodic active material is nickel oxyhydroxide. And the electrolyte used in this cell is or in the battery is potassium hydroxide, and the separator used here it is polypropylene, and the output voltage is 1.35 volt. So this is about the construction of the battery. So construction means so battery diagram with the neat diagram with the proper labeling and explanation of the same battery is called as the construction of the battery. So now coming to the working. So as I said, nickel metal hydride battery, it belongs to secondary battery. So here we have to consider both, means during charging what kind of reaction takes place and during discharging, what kind of reaction takes place. So let us start with the during discharging. So during discharging, so anodic reaction is anodic active species is metal hydrate that reacts with the electrolyte and it gives the metal. Along with, so water molecule is liberated with the liberation of one number of electrons. And the cathodic reaction is the active material, cathodic active material, that is nickel oxyhydroxide. So it accepts the electrons in the presence of water molecule and it gives the nickel hydroxide. Along with OH minus is also liberated. Then what is the overall reaction? Overall reaction is MH plus NiOOH give rise to M plus nickel hydroxide. So this kind of reaction takes place in the nickel metal hydride battery during discharging. Then during charging, what kind of reaction takes place? During charging, cathode undergo oxidation and anode undergo reduction. Then how to write the during charging reaction? So the simple shortcut method is just we have to interchange the reactants and product side in the respective reactions. And the reactions are follows like this. Anodic reactions is just interchange the reactants and products. Cathodic reaction, interchange the reactants and products. Then overall reaction is this is. So this kind of reaction takes place in the nickel metal hydride battery. Then what are the applications of nickel metal hydride battery? So this kind of batteries are used in cellular phones, laptops, and even in emergency lights, power tools, and in electrical vehicles. So this is about working of nickel metal hydride battery and applications of this nickel metal hydride battery. So in the today's session, we have learned introduction of battery, types of battery, construction, working and application of nickel metal hydride battery. Thank you.